Outdoors on WHTL. Are you ready? From the deepest woods to the open waters, from the rocky trails to the snowy tracks, if that happens outdoors, we're talking about it. From fishing to hiking to hunting to trail riding, we cover it all. Brought to you by Petrick Service Station, Holden Sporting Goods, Black River Express, Low Hardware, the Levis Drum Rail Riders, the Elk Ride and Gun Club, Triplo County Economic Development and Tourism, and the Associated Conservation Clubs of Triplo County. So tighten up your boots, check your hook, and fire up the engine. The adventure starts now.
That's right. It is time for an adventure here, and it is getting better to get outdoors right now. And I got a special guest in the studio, Fred Ackley. How are you this morning?
I'm wonderful, getting over a late season cold, and I just got back from 6 days in Arizona, so we're brought the good weather with me, and hopefully we'll be out on the course pretty soon.
Yeah, and it looks like, we're talking this weekend's 51 on Saturday, 65 on Sunday, mostly sunny. Yeah. A good time. And we were just talking off air. There is some golf courses that are already open, aren't there?
There is. Trempealeau Mountain's open. I know some golf courses I follow on Facebook. I saw they were open. So, yeah, some are walking only. Some you can take carts out, and, it depends on how wet they are and course conditions. So, yeah, I'm assuming like Whitehall, Osseo, they'll probably be open in the next few days, hopefully next week sometime.
Yeah. And I know people have been getting itching to get out there. Before we had that snow, I think people got a few days in golfing before we got 24 inches on top of it.
Yeah. And the snow was good because we obviously needed the moisture.
Yeah.
And I think there's rain in the forecast today, so that'll help green things up too.
Yeah. And I see you got a whole list of things to talk about today. So we want to start on the top of the list, and
sure,
we'll work our way down.
Yeah. Well, I talked to Butch shortly after Christmas. I said, I listen to Get Outdoors almost every Thursday, and we talk about riding gun clubs and hunting and fishing and kayaking and hiking, but nobody's ever come on and talk about golf. And he said, well, send me a day and come on down. So I said, okay, when we get to end of March, close to the first part of April, I'll come in and talk about golf.
Yeah.
So
here
I am.
Yeah, this is the perfect time to do it too, because there's a lot of golf enthusiasts around the area, and even some of the younger kids too.
There is in the back, I don't know how many years, but I mean, Levis Drum has won state. Their boys have won state golf championships. Osseo has won state golf championships. So there's a good history of youth golf out there. Cochrane Fountain City, I think they had a couple years ago, they had a really good golf team. I think they went to state too. I don't remember how they did, and I know some individuals have gone to state. Osseo Fairchild's had a good girls team. They've been to state a few times. So yeah, there's Arcadia too. They've had some good golf teams. Mike Sabota down there has really done a great job. So yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
And how did you get into golfing? Did you start young, or was it something as you grew older?
Gosh, I started golfing. I was probably not in my early 20s, and I was going to school in Eau Claire and playing fast pitch softball, and a bunch of my buddies golfed, and they would go golfing in between our softball games on tournament weekend. I thought, well, I'm just sitting there, so I might as well buy some golf clubs and start playing golf.
Wow.
So that's probably 45 years ago or something like that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. We were talking earlier too. Whitehall is building a golf course too.
They are. There's a group building a golf course out on the old High Crush property on County Road Q. I don't know a lot about it. I've heard they're already clearing land and moving dirt. And there was an article in the TC Times last year, and they're planning it's going to be kind of a high-end golf course, $250 to $300, like a destination golf course for people to come in and play from cities, what have you. They'll probably build some cabins or have a lodge out there, or people can stay in Arcadia or at the Oak Park and things like that. So yeah, hopefully we'll bring people in. I've heard they'll be laying irrigation hopefully this summer and seeding. And the article said there would hopefully be a soft opening late 2027.
Wow.
The group that's involved in it has been involved with some other like high-end courses in other states. They've had some involvement in Sand Valley, which is a pretty big golf project down in central Wisconsin. So there's like 3 or 4 courses down there. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see as it develops.
Yeah, and that's quite the way of reclaiming the land, because they have to reclaim it back to grassy areas. So might as well put a golf course there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And what else you got on your list for us?
Well, in Trempealeau County, we've got 5 very nice 9-hole golf courses. We've got Whitehall, Osseo, Strum, Arcadia, and Ettrick. They all offer memberships. Most of them have carts for rent, or if you own a cart, you can store it there. We've got some nice 18-hole courses, Skyline in Black River Falls, Trempealeau Mountain, Drugans, and the Grove and Cochrane. They're kind of in the WHTL listening area, and of course you get a little further north to Eau Claire. You've got Hickory Hills and Princeton Valley, Halley. They're kind of on the fringe of the WHTL listening area. Wild Ridge is up there too, and then of course you get into La Crosse, and there's courses down there too. So yeah, there's a lot of golf in the area. There in Wisconsin. I looked last night. This was as of 2025. Obviously, there are 498 golf courses.
Oh wow!
And there are actually 11 golf courses in Wisconsin in the Golf Digest top 100 public courses.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so we've got good golf, and there's golf. You can go to Whistling Straits, and it's probably going to cost you $500, with a caddy and everything, or there's a lot of golf courses in the $40-$50 range too. So whatever your pocketbook can handle, there's a golf course in Wisconsin, and we've had a lot of Wisconsin has also been home to some professional courses. University Ridge has hosted a senior PGA tournament. There's been the U.S. Open was at Erin Hills, and the Whistling Straits courses has actually hosted the Ryder Cup a few years ago. They hosted the PGA. There was a golf course in Green Bay that hosted an LPGA tournament for a couple of years. So yeah, there's a good history of really good golf in Wisconsin. Yeah.
You got a favorite course you like to play on?
Mostly play Whitehall and Osseo regularly. I guess my favorite courses are probably over in the Central Sands area. Over by Nakusa, we go over and play Lake Arrowhead a couple of times a year. Yeah, there's 2 courses over there that are really nice.
Yeah, good deal. Well, say someone like myself who's never golfed or knows nothing about it wants to get involved in, trying it out. How can they do that? Well,
most courses do have rental clubs. Not always the greatest sets, or go with a friend. It's I see in Whitehall you can 18 holes with a cart is like $25. So it's not really expensive. There's also a lot of websites out there that offer discounted rates. There's 2 sites called Golf Moose and Group Golfer that I subscribe to, and they send emails out every so often where you can get buy these certificates for a discount. And like I was out in Arizona last week, and we played a couple courses. The green fees were $64, but with the Golf Moose certificate, it was $45. So we saved $20 on each one. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I know if I want to go out. My son took up golfing because his grandpa would take him golfing all the time, and will be 30 this year, and he just loves it. They go up at least, during the summer, at least once a week they go up golfing. Yeah,
and it's the membership varies from course to course. Like I have a membership at Whitehall, and with the I have a cart there, and with a membership, it was, and they give you a discount if you pay it by a certain time for early season. And it was like a little over $600, probably $700. And the other local courses are probably the same. And another nice thing that a lot of local courses have, they have what they call a reciprocity agreement. So if I'm a member at Whitehall, I can go to Osseo and play for $18 or $20. And Trudy Kaufman up at Osseo, she's kind of done this the last few years where, I called all the courses every year. And I think that last year on the reciprocity list, there were about 30 golf courses throughout the area that if I have a membership in Whitehall or Osseo, I can go play Bloomer for like $30 for 18 holes in a cart. So yeah, there's a lot of like I said, there's probably about 30 courses on there. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's great, and it's so cool that the courses are working together, to help other golfers out. Because if you got those, if you buy those, you are an avid golfer. You're going to use it, so they know that you're going to respect everything out there too.
Absolutely, and. They're in most of the courses. They've got a bar and a restaurant or something. So when you get done golfing, you can have a adult beverage or whatever your favorite beverage is and get a burger or something, or there's restaurants close by, so we can go to other courses and supporting the local economy and things like that too. So and all the courses have fundraisers like a Lions Club golf tournament, or sponsoring a charity, American Cancer Society or something like that, to support local charities and things like that too. So they're good local community supporters of the golf courses are, and they obviously get called, ask for donations for a lot of different things too. So yeah, they're good community citizens.
Yep, good community thing, and it helps people get out and get in the fresh air, get a little exercise, which I think all of us are lacking of nowadays, probably.
It does. And another thing is, you mentioned, like, if you were a starting golfer, like in every course, I don't know if every course does it, but like at Whitehall or Osseo, if you're not sure how much you're going to play, you can buy what they call a punch card that's got like good for 10 rounds, and that costs like $100 to $150. So I mean, if you don't know you're going to play a lot, or maybe you've got friends coming in or relatives for the weekend, you can buy that punch card and use that throughout the summer.
Yeah, that's great. Is there any events coming up or anything that you want to talk about? Or?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, it's a little early.
Our Lions Club usually has a golf tournament in Whitehall during July.
Okay.
Osseo has some great events. They have what they call a Moose Anderson Memorial. John Anderson up there was a great supporter of Osseo athletics and things like that. So they have a tournament in his memory to raise money for things. Not a lot of the 9-hole courses have driving ranges, where you can go and warm up before golf. But Osseo has spent a bunch of money in the last couple of years. They do have a very nice driving range up there. So if you're beginning golfer and you just want to go bang balls around, you can do that. Ben Sieg was an Osseo Fairchild golfer. His parents were from Osseo, and he actually played golf at Marquette, and they've had a couple of golf outings here, and they raised a lot of money, and they spent it, and they built a really nice driving range up there. So that is, and it's a central part of the county too, so it's not real far if you want to go up and bang a bunch of balls around.
Yeah, that's great. And what else you got on your list over there for us?
That's about all I've got. We talked about the course out at the old sand mine that's coming up, and so just get outdoors and enjoy golf when the course is open, and try, if you don't play a lot, get out there and try it out. And weekends are a good time to play. If you want to get out, if you're not a real avid or regular golfer, you probably don't want to go in the middle of the day on a Saturday or Sunday, but you go late afternoon, early morning, and a lot of good times to play golf. During the week, some courses have a designated men's day or ladies' day where you just for men or ladies, but other courses you can go most any day. Some courses have specials. Strum has a Monday used to be $25 for all you could play with golf and a cart, and so it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, that's great. And you did mention, I think, like a website or an app. Is there some golfing apps or websites people should use to maybe find their local courses, best prices, and all that fun stuff?
Well, most courses have a Facebook page. I guess I would start there. Like a Trempealeau Mountain or a Drugan's, the bigger courses will have their own website. I think Osseo has a website. I don't know if Whitehall Golf and Pub does, but they've all got a Facebook page, and if they've got a website, there's a link there, and you can find it, and so you can with AI and Siri and Alexa and Google, and you can find, all you got to do is go on your computer, your smartphone, and ask something about golf, and you'll find something.
Just ask your closest local golf course, and it'll find it for you quickly.
Absolutely.
Well, that's great. Was there anything else you want to tell the people before we let you go today?
No, that's it. Get outdoors and golf, and have fun this summer, and maybe see you on the links somewhere.
Yeah. Well, Fred, it was absolute pleasure having you in here, and we should have you back soon, especially when the clubs really get swinging out there.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks. That's great.
Yep. Thank you. We've been talking with Fred Ackley here. We're going to get back into the music, and then after this, we are going to come back with the kids from Independence, and their teacher Corey will be in here. So stick around for that.
Farmers deserve nothing less than the best to keep their operations growing. We've believed that since opening our doors over 40 years